Alright guys, let's talk about the Starfire Protocol build here in Destiny 2's Edge of Fate. I think this is one of the strongest exotics for the Warlock at the moment. If you find the video useful guys, smash like and subscribe for me. So, fusion grenades have an additional charge and recharge from empowered weapon damage, with empowered weapon final blows granting more energy. Defeating targets with fusion grenades grants rift energy. So this exotic is able to cycle the energy back into itself pretty easily, especially if you set things up correctly. So I'm going to pair it with Sunshot. The reason is the way we've set this up here is we're going to be able to pop one of our fusion grenades to get heat rises. Then we're able to put our Phoenix Dive down. And then we're able to get restoration ×2. And then we're able to extend it with our solar weapon melee blows. We also got the Solace on here for even more radiant and restoration effects. Because of the way Sunshot works here, one shot can explode an entire group of ads, getting your restoration ×2 from like 3 seconds up to 15 seconds, basically in an instant. It's very, very powerful for this sort of build. I really, really like it. It also synergizes pretty well with some of the artifact mods in this season. So this one says rapid precision hits with solar weapons grants radiant. However, guys, you do not need precision hits. This one totally works with non-precision hits, I've found. So you really only need about 3 to 4 shots with Sunshot and you will just get radiant for free. It's a very, very strong. It goes pretty well with Radiant Shrapnel, and your grenade charges faster when we are Radiant too. So some of these artifact mods are really, really good for this. But I'll show you what the rest of the setup is here first. So the other two I've got on here is Ember of Singeing for the Scorch, giving us class ability back, and then Radiant when we throw our melee out. So we've got another way to become Radiant if we really, really want to. I paired it with Touch of Flame for the Explodes Twice fusion grenade perk down the bottom there, Phoenix Dive, Balanced Glide, Celestial Fire for my melee, and obviously a fusion grenade. So I prioritized our grenade stat here. We'd love to get this up even higher. If I had better armor stats at the moment, I'm still farming. We could get this up a little bit higher. I have put a grenade font mod in here to get a little bit of a stat boost when we get armor charge. We should be able to get armor charge pretty easily on this particular setup. Now, I wanted to put a little bit of stats into class and weapons here at the moment, so we're not completely useless. We want our Sunshot to be doing some damage, and we want our class ability to be able to regenerate reasonably quickly here. And now you could potentially take this stat out and just dump it all into the grenade stat, because when we get a grenade final blow, we're able to get our rift energy back, and this does count for the Phoenix Dive as well. So if you'd like to take a little bit of these stat points out and put them into grenade, it's probably a good call on this one, but I do like having the ability energy coming back at a decent rate for our class ability here. So I did sub 1 piece in stat wise for class here. As I said, it's important to have a decent base weapon stat here. So you want your Sunshot to be able to one-tap as many of the red bar enemies as you can. If you're going to go into mythic tier activities, you might need a couple extra shots. We'd love more health if we can get it. Melee energy, we don't really care too much about. And super, we want our super to be doing a little bit of damage for us, but... And the super stat here, man, look, we'd love more stats across the board if we can get it. So... our 2-piece here is for the rocket assisted stuff, giving us speed booster, which is pretty fun. I got the mint retrograde on, so we can take advantage of that. Deal significantly increased kinetic damage to combatants. This one is kind of a wasted 2-piece here. So to let you guys know, there is a new Solstice event coming soon with a new set bonus. The 4-piece bonus allows solar ability kills to heal us. So this is going to be a very, very powerful set to use with this particular loadout. However, it's not in the game just yet. So until then, I've just thrown these ones on. I've just gone for the stat distribution that I wanted here. So that's where the stats are coming from. So I'll go over the mod selection here as well. So I've gone for grenade mods. I chose to put an Ashes asset on, so it gains super energy on grenade kills. It's nice to get our super back a little bit faster, because we're going to be getting a lot of fusion grenades. This will be really, really nice. Going with Harmonic Siphon, very obvious to get our orbs popping, and then Special Ammo Finder. Nothing too crazy going on the helmet slot there. I've gone for more grenade stat. I've gone for grants class ability when you cause damage with a grenade, so we're cycling more of our energy back. Harmonic loaders for our solar weapons. The grenade font I showed you guys before, so we can get even more grenade stats. Over here, I've just gone for basic stuff here. So I threw in a little bit of extra weaponry. You could totally throw this into grenade if you wanted to. More grenade here. Harmonic resistance, strand ammo generation. Now you can take this off and just put another resistance mod on if you really wanted to. Because I'm using the mint retrograde, having a little bit of extra strand ammo is nice. But if you're going up into high level activities, you probably just want your resistances on there. Actually missing a mod slot here because I decided to put Solar Weapon Surge with stacks on here. You could totally mess around with the mods on your boots here and do something different if you want. Stacks on stacks is really nice for getting our armor charge up. We get an additional stack of armor charge when we pick up an orb, which is very, very powerful. Solar Weapon Surge is obvious for our hand cannon to do more damage. And I've actually gone for one class here too. You could probably take that one out and go for another grenade one here. Totally up to you. I think we probably, 61, it's probably enough. So we can go an extra stat point there. And just lastly, I've gone with time dilation. So decaying armor charge lasts longer, which is really, really nice. And then we've got the class font on here too for more class energy as well. I've gone for a bomber, reduces grenade cooldown when you use your class ability. So as you can see, everything's sort of feeding back into itself. We've also got the armor charge happening here. So when we pick up an orb, we will get our boosted stats. And then we get our boosted solar weapon damage as well. Let's just quickly talk about Mint Retrograde. This is my favorite special weapon at the moment to roll. If you go rewind rounds on this thing, you can dump the entire mag without ever having to reload, which is really nice. I've actually gone for abundant ammo to increase the ammo generation. Look at that ammo gen stat. It's kind of terrible. You could take that off. You could put backup mag. You could put, I don't know, you could put anything else you want it on there, really. Rewind rounds plus a damage perk is probably what you want. This thing is very, very powerful in the current sandbox. Now, just lastly, Trials of Osiris is coming back pretty soon. This is the Trials Heavy Machine Gun Solar. This one's ambitious with killing tally. It's all right. You don't have to use this thing. I just decided to throw on another solar weapon that was able to put out some decent rate of fire. But to be honest with you, you could throw anything else on here. I even think something like a bait and switch grenade launcher would be pretty good. This one's all right, incandescent with bait and switch. What do we get with spike nades, I think? Yeah, which is not too bad. So the weapon here is totally up to you. You can sub it out if you really, really want. So one of the cool things with this sort of build in the current season, because of that artifact perk, let's just say we're out of all of our abilities here. All we really need to do is get a couple of sunshot shots out there, and you can see we're radiant again for free. Then we can sort of pop this, or we can hit a fusion grenade on a target to get the rift back instead, like so. You can see we just get all the energy back. So for that reason, maybe popping the extra points into the grenade stat instead of the class is probably the way to go with this sort of setup. Man, you get your abilities back so fast with this build. You're able to get resto times 2 up. As soon as you pick up an orb, you get the extra weapon damage boost. You get all the extra stats as well. It's a very, very, very fun setup here. Alright guys, I want to show you how silly this is. This battleground's actually an interesting place to show you so many enemies here, so we're absolutely going to be able to keep the flow going, so to speak. Let's kill him. Okay. Throw a grenade out there. Throw one out there. Oh, we just got an exotic. Okay, we've still got resto times 2. See how easy it is to get it up to 15 and to just keep it there. Okay, we want our target, big target over there. Very good. Oh, you're not a big target. You know what? You can take a grenade anyway. Okay, doggo's still there. Okay. Can also do some silly in-air gameplay with this sort of setup if you so choose. And if you ever do need to pop restoration again, I mean, you can just do it like that. Got our abilities back up. Throw our fusion grenades out. Throw another one out there. Totally missed. That's fine. Come here, buddy. Okay. The Shunshot proving to be really, really strong still, especially with some of these crazy solar setups, right? I mean, so we've just had restoration times 2 up the entire go throughout this area, right? So it's very, very easy to keep this going if you have enemies to kill, right? So if you're in a position where there is like only one single target, I mean, your fusion grenades will do good damage to it, but right, you won't be able to cycle your restoration as easily. You need to have something to kill here, right? So, you know, let's do this for a bit of fun on him. We can pull out our Mint Retrograde when we feel like we need the firepower. We also got our super. I mean, we may as well throw it out here. This got one of the Banes. Okay, they're still spawning in. That's fine. We'll keep killing. Still just had resto times 2 up this whole go. Okay. Let's get our Mint out to finish him off. Excellent. Do a little reload. And we pretty much have our abilities up this entire time, right? We've still got resto times 2 going. It's a thing of beauty, guys. There you go, guys. We're able to keep restoration times 2 up for at least 2 minutes straight there, which is pretty crazy. One of the other interesting things you can do with this sort of setup is throw on a solar sword for fun and just go to town with the restoration times 2. Now, in terms of other weapon choices, I really like this new auto rifle from this season with enhanced burning ambition. This one rolled arrowhead high cal with proximity power and burning ambition. You can throw on grave robber instead if you want, but this thing is really nice. It's able to proc the seasonal artifact perk to give us radiance really quickly. It's able to put some extra scorch and ignitions out on the field there. This thing is really nice if you want to sub in a legendary instead of the exotic. It's totally up to you. This build is pretty open to do different stuff. You could put a solar SMG on if you want. I think solar SMGs at the moment for this sort of build really strong in PvE. And Mint Retrograde, I just think it's a fantastic special weapon at the moment in this top slot. So that's where we've landed on the build, guys. If you enjoyed that video, if you found anything useful, smash like and subscribe for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day. Take it easy.